Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses. This is your Tuesday morning forecast update. I'm recording this at about 4:30 a.m., and that will have a bearing in where the severe thunderstorm watch is likely when you watch the video this morning. But the severe weather threat is already over for Oklahoma and Texas between 5 and 7 a.m. These storms will still be ongoing in Arkansas and maybe some areas of Louisiana, but I think there's a pretty good chance we'll see this watch get either canceled early or trimmed back here. So the severe weather threat for most of you was already dropped off this morning, and we may see some storms pop up again this afternoon, but really should see some more dry and pleasant weather taking over for the rest of the week here. So it is a cold front that's coming in to push these storms through the region this morning, which has resulted in even a few tornado warnings overnight. We did have a tornado warning up towards Red River, McCurtain counties, and I believe one in Howard County as well. So no confirmation of any damage, but we did see some hail reports out of Idabel. We had large hail because there's some cooler air aloft, and that's starting to make its way down to the surface. Feels great. We're in the 60s in Mount Pleasant, Idabel, and DeQueen behind the front. The front now pushing through Texarkana. We're actually close to 80 degrees this morning in Texarkana as well as Shreveport. We'll get some heat relief across Texas and Oklahoma today and most of Arkansas, but Shreveport and Natchitoches still in the low 90s. Still some mugginess here in Louisiana, and it's these areas east of 49 where some of that lingering humidity is that we'll feel, again, that chance for maybe a few storms popping up this afternoon. And the wind's still out of the southwest, but the winds will be turning to the west today at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, so it is going to stay fairly breezy for us. And there's the severe weather risk today. We may see some afternoon storms. There's I-49 through Texarkana, Shreveport, and Natchitoches. If you're east of Interstate 49, that's really where we'll have the threat of a few isolated storms this afternoon, mainly wind and hail. I really think we're going to be able to close the door on any tornado threat with this system as we continue through the day here. You'll notice by sunrise, things really dry out, so much of the day is going to be dry and without any kind of storms here, just kind of a breezy and clearing afternoon for most locations here. And you will feel that humidity drop once that wind kind of turns to the west and northwest, and that will give us some nicer nights and mornings as we go through the week here. You can see a few late day storms east of I-49. Just as easily, we could see some of these storms pop up maybe closer to Shreveport or Minden, so that's why we have that slight risk east of Interstate 49. But I think the storms will be out of here very quickly. So before sunset, the severe weather threat, that very limited window for severe storms today, really between about 3 and 6 p.m. That window will close pretty quickly on us, and that should be it as far as the severe weather threat for the rest of the week here. Lows tonight into the 50s. Make sure you go out there tonight or tomorrow morning and enjoy that cool air if you love these cooler mornings, because we won't see many of these as we get into the summer months here, but we should have some fantastic nights and mornings for the rest of the week with lows in the 50s and 60s. Highs will stay close to 90, but as long as the south wind is away from us Wednesday, Thursday, and most of the day Friday, we're not going to feel a ton of humidity, but we'll feel that moisture and humidity return over the weekend. And if it's a lake weekend for you, Memorial Day, no big lake weekend and recreation weekend, we'll start the weekend dry, but by late Sunday and into Memorial Day on Monday, we'll likely see our next round of showers and storms push through here, so expect an increasing chance of rain late Sunday into Memorial Day next week.